Yay! Hello, everyone. Sorry about this.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Sorry about the smacking noises. I'm just finishing up my dinner. I think I might still be too bright. Let me just check that. There we go. Just going to color some while I'm waiting. Yep. And my light is coming from over there, so my shadow is going to be down here, which is perfecto. I think I'm going to need to turn on the kitchen light because it's a little dark, being that it's winter now and all. Well, sort of. Ha! Winter. Right.
Well, according to the calendar, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Down here would be good. Let me see here. I'm going to give it extra time today because if stuff is messed up, then it's going to take people a few minutes to come in. A little bit of shadow. Just a little bit of shadow down here. Oh, that looks so much better. Wow. Really like this color. Sure is pretty.
What color blue is that?
It's called Indanthrone Blue. Indanthrone. Don't ask me what that means. I would have to look it up. Well, hell, I just looked up lugubrious today, so you know.
Okay.
And you're like, lugubrious? It's part of a title of a painting by Salvador Dali, and I was curious. Yep, curious. Jack. 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 What you doing? What?
The only thing it says about indanthrone blue
Yeah.
is that it is also called indanthrene, Threne, and it's an organic dye.
Awesome.
It gives you no other definition than that.
Well, I like that it's organic. Maybe that's the whole point, is that it's organic.
Yeah, so evidently there is just no real definition to the word other than what it's made of, I guess.
Hi, Nick and Tina. Is it Nick or Tina? YouTube is. Hey, Nick, how you doing? I know you guys are going through a whole lot right now, so don't feel bad if you have to leave early, okay? It's not a problem, and I understand completely. YouTube is sure like going through some stuff right now, though. Boy, oh boy. Jack. Turn your back for 2 seconds, like a little 2-year-old, I swear. Yes, how is Tina? That is a good question. I'm just going along here and putting in some dark colors. I think I need my eraser right now. Uh-oh, that's sticking out too far. It's too floppy. Oops. Now there's nothing left. Oh no. There we go. That's better. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, went outside the lines again. Love my little eraser. Thing works really good. Oh my goodness. This is like not good that nobody knows I'm here yet. There. Sorry. Holler at me. Holler at me when I go out of frame. Not literally, but you know. Oops. How long have we been on? Oh, not even 10 minutes. I usually just wait 10 minutes anyway, so this is no big deal. Or should I say, do 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 do? Is that copyright? I don't know. That's for the Jeopardy thing. I should shut up now. I'm not going to sing anymore.
Hey, Lisa's on.
Lisa, hi there. Thank you for being here. How are you? Color in this beautiful picture. haven't been working a lot on pictures lately. I've been trying to get holiday gifts nailed down. I'd show you, but it would give away the secret. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're great. That's good. Oh, thank you. It is super fun. I love it. All of these pictures, you know, it's funny. They look so intimidating when I first look at them because the background's got all these little, you know, designs, but so far I've found a way to kind of uncomplicate it, I guess you could say. It's good. It's challenging. That's a good thing. Just get this a little bit darker inside of there. It looks like it's underneath another ruffle, so I'm going to take that darker right there. So were you on, Lisa, were you on, yeah. It's funny. Oh my gosh. Were you on Laura's live stream earlier? Laura, Lunch with Laura? That's what it was, Lunch with Laura. Just out of curiosity, because she talked about a few sensitive things, and I was wondering if you were there. Let's see. Oh, good. Oh, good. I didn't know. I think I remember you being there, but that was a while ago.
Just for a few minutes.
Just for a few minutes? Okay, you may have missed the bulk of the conversation. A lot of it was about the current events, about YouTube. So you missed the sensitive things. Yeah, you should rewatch because she did come up. She had a lot of good points, and she addressed some things that have been floating around in the community. And well, her health for one thing, but it's not my place to say. And some things in the community, and some issues about the whole YouTube stuff, the whole change in policy and all of that. And she had some really good points. And one of them was that she's not concerned about the demonetization, and neither am I, because like her, we have similar thoughts on this. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I love doing it. And I'm not monetized anyway. I'm still quite a ways away from that. And so it doesn't, you know, the only thing that I'm concerned about is the chat in live chats, because in live streams, because I mean, that's part of the reason. It's like 80% of the reason people come into the live chats is to chat with the community. I mean, yes, they want to learn stuff, and yes, they do pay attention to what's going on screen, but a lot of it is conversation, and I don't want to see that interrupted. I don't think that would be right, you know. It just bothers me. I don't know. It's like all the control is out of our hands. Oh, it is a bad move. It definitely is. And I'm just glad I don't have to rely on that. So it would be nice, but very difficult, very, very difficult to work up that kind of a, I guess, base. Yeah. I'm going to make these blue with a leather overlay thing and little bitty rivets.
Looks like she agrees with you.
Yeah. No, that's not surprising. Yeah, you can't. It's just like, it's like when my online store was doing really good. I was bringing in a couple hundred, maybe $300 a month, but I still went out and got a job when I was able to, because I realized all along that I would not make enough money through a website, even if that website paid for itself. It would still not be a great thing to rely on that as a source of income, because it fluctuates with, among other things, the market. It fluctuates with seasons, especially my store. I would have sales upwards of $900 toward the end of the year, but in the summertime I might make $70. So it was just, no, you're right. The books, you're right. It does help, yeah, but publishing books, no. You're right. That's something else it's just not steady. Unfortunately, it would be great if we could rely on something that we absolutely love to do. And some people can, but it's like a lucky thing that happens when your whole source of income is a highly sought after item, job, something, whatever it is. So yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, that's true. Juggling sources of income. I agree. That is a really good point. It's funny, you're 16. Think about it. I was 16 and I was like, I'm going to be an artist. And so my whole goal was to go to college and take college courses about how to make a living being an artist. Well, when I got to college, they were like, well, you can't do that because we don't have any classes geared that way. I could do classes about art history. Art history was great. But I'd still have to write articles and books, etc. Or I could do, it wasn't like I could just go teach oil painting and then that would be my source of income, because that's not, it's not like accounting where you learn to do it. It's in demand. Somebody always needs it. It's not like that. And it was really disappointing for me. It was like a rude awakening. Some months you don't get paid. That's right. Wow, a degree in fine art. Yeah, it looks pretty on your mom's wall. Hey, Leslie, you made it. Woohoo! Awesome. Hi, Rhonda. Good to see you. You have a degree in writing as well? Oh my gosh. But wait a minute. You think it's useless? No.
They never take knowledge away from you.
Yeah, Mark says they can never take knowledge away from you, which is a good point too. But I mean, your knowledge doesn't pay the bill. If I got paid for how smart I was, or if anybody got paid for how smart they were, how much knowledge they had, how much wisdom they had, how do you separate them anyway? Where's the line? But anyway, that's beside the point. We'd probably, a lot more of us have, a comfortable living, but that's not the way that works. So yeah. Useless piece of paper. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know about that, but I understand what you're saying. Yes. Yeah, definitely. In order I was told that I had to do something in the art field, like teach. So that's what I did. I taught art for a little while and before I moved. And because I didn't have a master's in anything, the art classes that I was teaching could have been transferable credits, but they would have had to been allowed. Somebody would have had to petition in order to have them transferable, because they can grant that. It's just that they don't normally do that. It's just not done that way. You take a class from a person who has a degree, and then all of a sudden the stuff that they're teaching is transferable to universities, you know, the credits. Because I did not have a degree, the art classes that I was teaching were not, the credits were not transferable, which I regret. I mean, they could have been, like I said, but I regret that because, you know, I mean, what I was teaching was something that a university professor could have been teaching. Apparently I was doing really well. I had people coming back. You know, I don't gauge it by saying, well, I think I did well. No, there was proof. There was people that were coming back. So yeah, I agree with you, Leslie. It should be worth a lot of money. I know college is really, there's nothing, no substitute for that college experience. I loved it. I freaking loved it. I was in Phi Theta Kappa. I was in all these, you know, I was getting awards. I had a 3.9 something grade average. I was just like going to town until I hit algebra. And that killed me, which I don't understand. I could grab the concepts of psychology and abnormal psychology and educational psychology and all this other stuff, psychology and geology and geography and all, you know, ethnic people, all kinds of stuff. But when it came to algebra, which I may or may not have used, it pulled my GPA down because I passed basic algebra by the skin of my teeth, but algebra 2, I couldn't get. I just couldn't get. And I had 5 it's not like I wasn't trying. 5 tutors. One of them was my best friend, Laura, who is a math teacher and had been a math teacher for many years. And she just could not no one could explain things to me in a way that I understood. I understood what they were explaining, like the examples they were giving. They'd be like, oh, it's like this and this and that. And I'd be like, oh, I get you. I got a picture of it in my head. And then I'd try to apply it to algebra, and it would be like, oh, you know what? That X can take a flying leap because, yeah, no way. Anyway. Not fun. I ended up crying on many nights and drinking lots of beer and failing algebra 2. And my algebra 2 teacher was not very understanding. And you know what? It's funny because I was older than most of the other students there, and I was still having trouble like this. And I ended up crying in class because I was like, my whole future depends on this. And it was very disturbing for me. It was very difficult, you know. And he got all flustered because I was crying in class. And he's just like, what's wrong? What? And I was, you know, it was horrible because I thought I was getting it. And then I'd take the test and I'd get an F. And I'd be like, why? Oh, you didn't show the process. And I said, I thought I showed the process correctly. And then, you know, the teachers would be like, well, no, you made a mistake here and here. I'd be like, but the result is the same. They don't care. They just want to see that you know how to do the process. I could tell you what the answer was. I just couldn't tell you how I got there.
No, it's just the way you got there was different than what they wanted.
It was back-ass words, right? Oh, my God. Psychology. I loved psychology. It was fun. Oh my God. What the hell was what?
You didn't hear that?
No, I guess I didn't. Mark just heard a noise. We've been having really funky noises in our house lately. And, oh, it's from back here. I just heard it again. It's from back there in the backyard somewhere. It's probably next door where they keep trying to fix their chicken coop because they keep getting baby chickens every year. And then the chickens grow up and get out and get in my yard. One year I had morning glories growing all over, and they came in my yard and ate all my morning glories down to the ground. I was livid. Oh my God. So I just started picking the damn things up and throwing them over the fence. I mean, they're chickens. They have wings. They can, you know, it's a controlled crash, as Mark would say. Yeah, it's a controlled crash. They didn't get hurt or anything. I wasn't cruel. I just tossed them over the fence. Oh, missed a spot. So, I haven't been coloring a whole lot, and I wanted to show you guys what I've been doing because I am super happy about it. I'm making Christmas gifts. I hope none of my family is going to watch this. Anyway, I made this out of an old Reader's Digest book. And I recovered it. And I put in 4 signatures of paper that some of it I dyed myself. Some of it's dictionary pages, ledger paper, and this is all going to get like inked, distress ink. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And some of this is from places like I've had it on my computer. It's from places where I purchased paper packs that you can print up. This is one that I stained myself. It looks really cool. And then ledger paper, music sheets. That's from a journal packet that I've had for like 4 years. Let's see. Yeah, lots and lots of, but these are what I'm making for gifts, for holiday gifts. And I'm going to stuff this one full of things, put beads on it. And I went shopping in my storage space again this morning. I mean, my storage room this morning. And I found another full bag of goodies, beads, old ugly buttons that I'm going to recover. I found out how to do that on YouTube. And, bias tape and lace, fabric. And oh my God, I am in like super cool crafter heaven. Kayla! No problem. No problem. Wait, you're going to be here? Because I'm not ready for company. Seriously, though, I know what you mean. So, I guess how many people are here? 7 people are here? That's cool. I probably am not going to have a big crowd today because of all of the crap going on with YouTube. And I don't know how many of you were in Laura's stream today, but I made a comment. She talked about how she was bullied. And I commented back because somebody said something about they thought that it was all over with, all the bullying was over with. And I can tell you that it's not, because currently I am at this moment and have been for the last 2 months.
Yeah,
I'm being bullied as well. And I don't talk about it. I'm going to talk about it today because it was a topic of conversation in another stream. And I just thought I'd hop on this little wagon and I'd ride it for a little while and let you guys know what's going on, because I'm not going to talk about it otherwise. I don't call people out normally. I don't do things to harm people. I don't say things to harm people. And get this, the people who are bullying me have a huge beef with people who are standing in the way of the cohesiveness of the coloring community. Now, they have had me segregated from the rest of the community in their live streams for 2 months. And the reason why is, and they told me this, I'm not just pulling it out of a hat, okay? The reason why they are segregating me is because they thought I did something that I did not do, that I have not done to anyone, and that is block. I didn't even, when a guy came in my live stream and started talking political crap, I didn't even block that person, because it takes a lot for me to block somebody, okay? So I have blocked 0, get that? 0, no people. But these people have blocked me because they thought I blocked them. Now, nobody bothered to ask me. Nobody bothered to inquire about why I did it, if I did it, or anything like that. And I was talking to someone else about it, and I said, you know, I wish somebody had asked me, because I have nothing to hide. I will tell you. Want to know anything about me? Ask me. If I don't want to tell you, I'll tell you I don't want to tell you. I'll tell you it's none of your business. But I'm not going to just lie about it. No freaking way. That's one thing I can't handle is lies. I do not like lies. You want to know anything about me? My past? I don't care. Like I said, I'm not hiding anything. I'm lucky to still be here. If you want to know something about what my past life was, on this earth was like, but I do not do things arbitrarily. I'm 55. I have learned that I do not. Life is too short to treat people so horribly and arbitrarily do things to people because I think they did something. I like to have my facts. So, be that as it may, my feelings have been very hurt because of this, even though I am 55 and I should get over it. I thought that when I first started coming to this coloring community that it was the best thing on earth because everyone, and mostly everyone, is kind and sweet and generous. And I love you guys. You guys are my extended family. That's how I feel. I miss a live stream and I'm like, well, crap, And then to have this happen for something that I did not even do. And I have asked these people to unblock me for, count them, two colorathons, 2. I point blank asked, will you please unblock me so I can participate in the community chat in your live stream during this event? And I was completely and totally ignored. And I've not just asked it, I've asked it in many different platforms, messaging, private messaging. I have said things in different places that I know they can see. And no, don't ask me in private because I'm not going to tell you who they are. All I'm saying is the bullying has not stopped. There are schisms in this community and people are ignoring them, and that is crap. I'm not ignoring them. I may be quiet about it, but I'm not ignoring them. I don't just jump up and start mouthing off at stuff. It's taken me 2 months to work up the courage to say this. Okay? So anyway, that's what I wanted to say about that. No, the bullying has not stopped, and I am proof. And as Laura said this morning, if anyone has any problems I can't stop the problems, but I can sure lend an ear. If you guys want to talk about something, I'll talk about something. If you guys want to talk about this issue privately, that's fine. I will do that. I can invest the time in that, no problem whatsoever. Because I know what it's like to not have anybody to talk to because I don't know who I can talk to. Well, I got an idea about a couple of people that I can talk to. But most of the people, I don't know who they know, and I don't know what they're going to say, so I don't trust anybody enough. I trust very few people enough to talk about this to them privately. But I can tell you this, if anybody needs to talk to me privately, it's between you and me and the doorpost because I am not going to say a goddamn word. And excuse my French, this is an adult coloring chat. I will swear once in a while. Sorry. I hope I didn't offend. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to color now. What are you guys coloring?
I don't know, but Lisa loves old paper.
I love old paper too. I really love old paper. I like paper that you can make look old. That's cool. And journal. Yes. This part's going to be a little darker because it's way over here on the dark side where they have cookies.
Yay, cookies.
Yay, cookies from the dark side. We actually there was a person we used to know who made she called them dark side cookies, and they had like a little bit of everything in them. There were nuts and chocolate chips and coconut and, oh God, I don't even remember what else. They were the best cookies in the freaking world. I don't know. They were just like kitchen sink cookies. I don't know. They were really good. I didn't even care what was in them. They were so good. Oh my goodness. This is really a cool picture. I really, really like it. And you know what?
This is hi.
Who? Who?
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Hi, Kelly S. I didn't see you come in.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, look at all the hearts. Yay. Hearts are good. Hearts are good.
And Leslie's happy they didn't get me down.
They did get me down, but, you know, when you have to be married to a alcoholic husband who screams at your children for 9 years, you learn
Not
to...
me.
Not him. No, not Mark. My first husband was an alcoholic jerk. He, yeah, did a lot of yelling at my kids, and that really, talk about getting down. That just got me down. I'm sorry, but you learn to find ways, you know, and that's a good thing. In fact, I was watching the birds this morning out in our front yard. My front yard is, if you drove by, you would say it was overgrown with weeds. It's not weeds, it's medicinals, but it's really cool because the birds, it's like they've adopted my yards as a sanctuary. And granted, yeah, the cats still come in my yard and eat them on occasion, but the birds come in and they eat the bugs, and I leave food out there for them, like, you know, fruit that's almost rotten fruit that's not like moldy but rotten, that I don't want to eat because I hate pithy apples. So I just stick them in the yard. And sometimes the birds eat those, and sometimes the birds eat the bugs that those attract, which is fine. Both are fine. But oh my God, it's so cool because they're out there and they're making all these chirpy noises, and the towies are digging holes in the yard, and and the thrashers are over, you know, splitting seeds apart and eating that. And the wrens are funny, the cactus wrens, which is the state bird for Arizona, by the way. I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah, the cactus wrens are like, they are, talk about personality, but oh, they like to mess with your dogs. Sort of like squirrels do. It's really fun. It's fun to watch. And I've had a bird bath of some sort in both my front yard and my backyard for, since we moved in here. I don't even remember how long that's been, 8 years or something. And it's it's really cool because they can come to my yard in the summertime when it's really, really hot, and they can pretty much always depend on a bird bath, a day spa for birds. I'm sorry, I hesitated there because I was reading chat. This form of communication online can get very messy and confusing, and you're completely and totally correct about that. It's really, really hard to put in. It's hard for people sometimes to understand the inflection. Like, I typed something to someone once recently that had a comma in it. It was like, they said thank you, and I said no thank you, and there was a no comma thank you, which meant no need to thank me, but I would like to thank you. And they were like, what do you mean no thank you? And I was like, oh no, that's not what I meant. Oh my gosh. And that's just one little example, but yeah, I don't understand bullying either. My oldest son was a victim of bullying at his high school, and he took that for 2 years. He took that for 2 years before he lost it and acted out. And he never said anything to me. I don't know why. He just didn't. But what saved us was I had them in family. We were going to a family counselor because me and my sons, because we had been through the whole traumatic divorce and relationship because of their father, my first husband. And that's what kind of, it gave us an edge, I guess, in the legal system, because I had been with the counselor for many months when he did that, and they knew that there was a possibility of, you know, baggage stuff happening, and it came out, and I'm happy that, I guess I can say I'm happy that it happened the way that it did, because it could have been worse. Could have been way worse. I think I'm gonna make that a little bit darker on this side. I think I'm gonna, yeah, blend it up a little bit more. There we go. That's better. Can we still see? Okay. Oh no, I think the cat just drank it. Mark leaves his glass of water on the table all the time. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I agree. You know what? I agree. There are many, many great people in this community. I love you guys too. That's you guys are the coolest. You guys are the bestest. And yeah, you know what? There's a lot of great people in this community, and I think it's unfortunate that some of the great people in this community are backing off from the community because they've had enough crap. I think that's kind of, it really is. It's very sad. A few people can spoil it. I want to make that darker too. You know, I still haven't decided what color to make her ruffly panties down here, because that's what they look like. They look like ruffly panties. You ever, when you guys were small, did your mom ever put you? Probably not, because it'd be dating. You know, putting a date on your how young you were. My mom used to put ruffly panties on me. Yep. And up until I was in high school, she still had them hanging around, probably because they were cute. Ew. Little, like, for a 1-year-old, little ruffly panties. Oh my God. I guess for a 1-year-old, it's okay. It's when you start getting older that you have to dress like, you know, special occasion stuff to wear ruffly panties. Is that TMI? I was just thinking, was that TMI? Amanda, I am too. Very sad. Very sad about that. Thank you, Lisa. Where you say we got your back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that was. You finished the king! Yay! Wait, is that going to be, Lisa? You finished the king. Is that going to be a video on this coming Tuesday? I'm going to move on to a new lighter blue. This one's cloud blue. Hey, Rochelle. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I'm glad it helped. Seriously, totally glad it helped. I think I could have done better though on that video. I was having a kind of a rough day, but that's okay. I mean, you know, you work through it. You guys make me feel better anyway, so it was okay.
Were you talking about herbs?
Me?
Yeah, Lisa just put up love herbs.
Love herbs. Hey, I wonder what that makes me wonder what the delay is about. I mean, how long the delay, can't talk, how long the delay is there. Yeah, that's good. The medium blue right there. Just going to put a little light layer right here. I think that's part of the leather part that I'm going to. We'll work on
Kenny
that.
says hi.
Kenny! And Lulu, hey guys, how you doing? Kenny and Lulu, welcome. Awesome, awesome.
Leslie wants to raid somebody's medicinal patch.
Settle down in there, cowboy. Wait a minute. What happened to Vicky?
She's being bullied too.
What? Vicky's being bullied? I missed that. Oh my God. What's going on with her? Vicky, no. That's wrong. Vicky is the sweetest person ever. Damn it. What is wrong with people?
It's a childish power play is all it is.
That's exactly what it is. Oh my God. I had no idea. I keep missing her streams because they're like today I accidentally slept in. I didn't want to sleep into 7:30, but I did. Guess I was tired. Just getting up at 4:30 a.m. every day has got me tired. That's a little better. Seems like this core is scratchy in this pencil.
Mousy says hi.
Mousy Deb! Hey, Mousy Deb. Yeah, all caps. Yeah, oh, hugs to you too, Mousy Deb. Oh, Leslie. See, I missed a couple of streams this morning because I slept in too. So, totally get that. I'm going to make that a little darker right there. Because it just...
Lisa's got to go.
Okay. It's dinner time, huh? Love you too, Lisa. You have a good evening. Yep, night-night. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. Wait, Mark? Where did you hear Vicky is being bullied?
It was here in chat. Give me a second. Let's see if I can find who posted that.
Oh, okay. He said, hold on a sec. He'll try and find the post, the thing. Anyway. So, I'm just going to do some shadow stuff over here. Feels like my lead is loose. Seems to be okay.
Leslie put it up, actually.
Leslie put it up?
Yeah. Oh, she just said she said it.
Oh, Vicky told you. Okay. Oh, boy. Good night, Lisa. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. Tell your husband we said hi. There's a dog barking outside. It's been barking off and on all day. It sounds like a bloodhound, I swear.
The interesting thing is it's coming from the house where the Akita Mix lives, the one right behind us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, Laura's in. Laura Law.
Hello, Laura Law. How are you? That looks kind of cool.
She says she's okay. And you?
I'm okay.
Careful, getting really low on the frame.
Thank you. Mark just told me that I'm almost out of frame. That's why I said thank you. Woof, woof. I think the next door neighbors have a new puppy or something. It barked for 4 straight hours this morning. It's a little yapper dog. 4 hours. And I was just like, please make it stop. I was watching it from my front yard for a couple minutes, and it seems to just stand there inside the gate and bark. Just stand there, bark, bark, bark. And I'm like, it's not even like scratching at the door or anything. It's just standing there barking. What? Oh my goodness. Yep, Lulu, sometimes that's true too. Dog is lonely. There's people there all the time. I mean, the wife doesn't work. She's home. She just, it's like, well, I guess when you have 4 kids, you kind of tune stuff like that out. But oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Let's take this little guy, this medium blue. And our light's coming. You know, I'm gonna my cup O pencils over here. No, I think I'll just use this one. I think I need to sharpen it though. Get that nice sharp pointy point on there. There we go. That's better. I thought about reporting people too, but some of it's just why, you know? It's like you play it in your mind and you know what somebody's going to say. Oh, well, you know, there's nothing we can do about that. Unless someone has personally attacks you, like, you know, and calls you names and all of that. There's really, what was that, slander? If someone is slandering you, then there's something you can do about that, because that's not right. But there's some issues that higher ups can't handle. I'll put it that way. There's just no way to handle it. It's not that they can't. It's just that there's no way. I think I'm gonna go around a corner with this one's. Make it kind of dark here, just so it looks kind of like it's curling under a little. I'm gonna experiment, see if I can get that effect in here. Because that would be cool. That looks okay. Blend, blend, blend. That's not too bad. I think I'm gonna make a little darker line right here. Notification. Okay, Kenny. See you soon. Rochelle, sometimes people keep saying, just take the high, like you're saying, just take the high road and ignore it. Well, sometimes that's possible and sometimes it's not. Like when people drag you into stuff, which is another reason why I don't like to say anything, because I don't want to drag somebody else, even if it's not my responsibility. And that's another thing. You know what? People should not do anything that they don't want to take responsibility for. It's a big, big deal. Where I come from and in my spirituality, that is like one of the basic rules. You take responsibility for what you do, for how you make people feel. You take responsibility for it. If you did it, you own it. But some people are not so keen on that idea. I'll just put it that way. And I tried to stay out of everything. I really, really did. I got targeted because I was associating with people who other people had problems with. So I was by proxy guilty, even though I didn't do anything. And I said I wasn't going to say anything else about that. So stop it. I'm stopping it. Stop it. I'm talking to myself. Don't worry. There, that looks kind of okay. That looks okay. I'm just going to go real light right here.
Which blue is that?
This blue is Caribbean Sea. Makes you want a pina colada or something. Yes.
Ooh, rum.
Rum. Nummy. Yeah. I wish I could drink. Today's Friday, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It is Friday.
Leslie thinks your picture looks great. It looks curled, she said.
Oh, thank you. That's what I was going for.
And Rochelle got her loomies today.
Rochelle, I'm so jealous. Oh my gosh. How big was the set that you got? Oh, 76. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Luminance. Those are nice pencils. Wows. Very nice. I think I'm going to.
Cha-ching!
Yeah, cha-ching. No kidding. But still, you get what you pay for, right? I got paper. I have good paper. Seriously, though, I do. I use that paper I'm experimenting on it. It's cool. The toned tan and the toned gray and the colored pencil paper by Strathmore. Oh boy, nice paper. Very nice paper.
Wow. Leslie bought all hers separately 4 at a time.
Oh my God. See, Leslie, that's what I've been doing. I mean, I can't right now, but that's what I was doing. And I made it a point to start with the skin tones because I heard that the skin tones in there in the Luminance set was really, really, the skin tones were really good, and they are. And they're not like specifically skin tones; they're just different shades of colors, but they're very good skin tones. They work really, really well. I love them. I'm gonna make this a little darker in here. Maybe I should make her Ruffly Panties teal. I don't know. Lavender? Background is purple, so, well, it's like washed out purple. It's good. I'm not sure about the ruffles yet, but we'll figure that out. I like the wings. I think I did a pretty good job on the wings, but I think it needs a little bit darker shade in there now that I'm looking at it. And that's okay. I can always go darker. Not a problem. Mark's trying to be all quiet. Are you getting coffee?
No,
Oh, he's feeding the kids. Yeah, yeah.
what I put up in chat.
Oh, duh. I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
Ah.
not like, you know, your attention isn't elsewhere.
Okay, Mousy. Don't worry about it, okay? Yeah, Leslie, the Tone Town paper is awesome. A boa constrictor. Ooh, cool.
Somebody got a boa?
No, Rochelle colored. She did a boa constrictor with ink tints.
Oh.
That's awesome. I love snakes. They're interesting people. Interesting creatures. I have a friend that's got like, she calls herself the snake mama. She's got, I think, 4 boas, 4 different types of boa constrictors. And one of them is named Radagast. And she's got a picture on Instagram of this boa constrictor. And it's sitting on her son's head like a crown. It's all wrapped around the top of his head like a crown. It's hilarious. And I'm just like, oh my God, if that snake doesn't have a sense of humor, I don't know what does, because look at this, you know, this snake, it's cool.
And he knows he's cool.
And he knows he's cool. Yeah. Anyway, it's really neat. She's the same lady that does when I can afford it, that does my hair. And she's covered with these amazing tattoos. And every time, I know it makes her uncomfortable, but every time I'm around her, I try to look at all her tattoos because I love tattoos. And I'm pretty sure I've made her pretty uncomfortable at times, but what's a girl to do? Especially being an artist, right? Needs a little more blending there. A little more blending there. Not bad. I think I'm going to make, let's see, let's go. Let's just blend that a little bit. I think I'm going to make the bottom sides of these a little darker, which makes sense, right? Hey, Pat, how you doing? It's okay. You're really not late. I'm going to be on for a little while yet.
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. You are, Pat, aren't you? Yeah, cool. Also, it's Saturday here. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Rattlesnakes in the desert. I like the bull snakes, Kenny. The bull snakes are kind of cool. And yes, there are a lot of rattlesnakes in the desert. Holy crap. Yeah, rattlesnakes are scary.
Only when you step on them in the dark.
Only when you step on them in the dark. Now, you hear that rattle going and you know, you're like, uh-oh, look out. They have training courses for dogs locally for making them avoid rattlesnakes. The way that they do it is, and potentially this could save their lives, because even though it may sound cruel, it really is a really good way to go. What they do is they put a shock collar on the dog, and they have a sound that sounds like a rattlesnake, and the dog can go and sniff around stuff, but when they put on the sound that sounds like the rattlesnake and the dog goes to investigate it, they shock him with the shock collar. And granted, now, like I said, that may sound cruel, but think about it. If your dog thinks it's going to get shocked when it hears that rattlesnake noise, it's not going to chase a rattlesnake. And that's part of the problem, is that, especially with dogs like my dog. My dog chased a snake before, and it was a highly venomous. I can't remember exactly what kind it was. It was a rattlesnake as well, but it was a baby rattlesnake, and it was a black, sort of almost is like charcoal gray rattlesnake. And I looked it up, and it said it was like one of the most deadly rattlesnakes there is. And I've only seen one, and it was that baby snake, and it was in our yard, and it doesn't know how to get out because we had the footing around our yard, a concrete footing around our yard, and I didn't know, if it bumped into that, was it just going to like circle around and around inside the yard or what? I guess it wouldn't have, but I didn't want to take any chances. So I picked up a shovel and I went to go get this snake, and it repeatedly struck like it was going to bite at the shovel. And that little thing was vicious. It was very scary. But I picked it up and I winged it over. I just like threw it over the fence, and it slithered away in the other direction. Thank goodness, because if it had slithered away, or if it had slithered toward me, oh no, run.
Check your focus.
Check my focus. Check my focus. Looks good. The focus looks okay.
Looking, I'll have to check. Maybe it's mine.
It could be yours, yeah. Zeely, hi, Zeely.
Yeah, for some reason it dropped me out of 720. There we go.
Yeah, it does that a lot. I got dropped down to 144 earlier in a live stream, and I was just like, or was it yesterday? I was just like, what happened? No wonder it was blurry. I think it was yesterday. Anyway, fixed it. Was that the dog?
That was the dog.
Oh my God, the dog just burped. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
At least it was a burp.
That's true. It could have been worse. Okay, it's coming along. Oh, that's much better. Sometimes you can just instantly tell when you color something and it's better. It just, boom, changes like that.
Zeely thinks it looks awesome.
Oh, thank you, Zeely. Guys are so sweet. Oh, cat's meowing.
Yeah, I just heard.
Let's see here. I think it needs a little bit more definition over here. Yeah. Let's put some more stuff over here.
And Lulu thinks it's looking great.
Thank you, Lulu.
Pat thinks she does look awesome.
Aw. Thanks, Pat.
Careful, you're like really close to being out of frame.
I know. I actually checked that time because I know that I'm coloring toward the bottom of the page. So, okay, let me think here. I think I'm gonna do take my cloud blue, yep. And I'm just gonna go over this.
Leslie says you layer so softly, they really build up the color so well.
Oh, thank you. I didn't used to. I used to be very heavy-handed and frustrated, by the way. But I've been learning and watching and learning more and more every day. It seems like.
Hey, Mrs. Season.
Mrs. Coffee! Yay! I think I'm going to make that a little shiny jewel thing and put some highlights on it later on, because that looks pretty solid now. It's all blended up. Mrs. Coffee's dancing. Thank you, Rochelle. Okay, let me think here. Let's save that for later. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Yep. The cat was in her litter box and it smells in here now. Oh my God. Ugh. Okay, I think I'm going to match her. Let me see. Don't know what color to do that yet. The feather. I think I'm going to make the feather and the panties the same color. I don't know what that is yet. Maybe like cranberry or something. Something weird. That's pink, all right. Oh my goodness. I don't want to do that color. I don't want to. No, I think I'll do teal. I think I'll just make her all blue. Look at those right here. What's this? Peacock blue, right? Yep, I'm right. Great thing about
purple.
Purple. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that is a good idea because it would kind of match the background, sort of. Maybe I will do. I like purple. Purple's a good color. Well, you guys can check that out. There we go. This one goes up there because I'm using it in something else. Now I got to find my purple. Oh, there they are on the other page. I call them pages. They're like, you know, pages in my book of pencils. Let's see here. That one looks good. And go with that. That one looks okay. And ow! Paper cut.
Oh.
That's only the third one this week. Let's see here. So we're thinking about dioxazine purple, and this looks like lilac. It is lilac. And I'm thinking my pinks are on the other page. My light won't stay up.
Don't bleed on the paper.
But it might add some interesting color.
Ooh, you can make no, never mind.
Okay, stop. And what is this? This color looks interesting. It kind of is in the same family. This is Clay Rose. How interesting. I keep going back to Clay Rose. But it's a light one. Let me get one more just in case I don't want to use that one. Let's go for, what's that? That is blush pink. Maybe. What's that? Rose. That might be better. I don't know. What's that? What does this button do? Deco pink? Okay, so I've got a few colors to choose from. No harm there. Okie dokie. Now this pencil is seriously messed up. I don't know if you guys can see this. See that? Look at that. That's one of the ones that my mom had. It been me, I would have taken it back and I would have been like, look, what are you trying to sell here? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to sharpen some stuff. That feels like it's crooked. Kenny, you never went to sleep? Oh my gosh. Rochelle, you have a couple like that in the Prismacolors? Oh, there we go. That is such a pretty color. I love that. This lilac. Wow. It's really.
Missed it. Rochelle said, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think they could do something about that. Not ship them or something.
Obviously, quality control is lacking.
Quality control fell asleep.
Yeah.
Went out to lunch or something. Had an itch. Okay, where's my brush? There's my brush. Okay. You know, I think this is going to work. I think the purple's a good idea. Thank you, guys. Okay, whoever said that, my memory is crap. I'm going to get some water. Okay. So I think I'm going to start with this one. Wait, let me do a swatch. Yep, that's kind of a neutral, almost a neutral pinkish color.
I didn't know that.
What's that?
Evidently, Prismacolors are made in Mexico.
Oh, that's not surprising. I hope you get some sleep too, Kenny. Oh my gosh. Zeely. Grand plans interrupted by life and naps. I get that. I'm just going to kind of go over the ruffles here with this clay rose. And it may seem kind of tedious, but I want to. Kind of define them with color instead of just with black line. Even though the black lines are really light, I still want to kind of define them with this. And then we'll blend and all of that because it's fun. It's something that I like to do. Where are we at? Sanford. Yeah. I have a bunch that say Sanford. I have some that don't say Sanford too. I have some new ones. They're Prismacolor Premier, but they don't say Sanford on them. They just say Prismacolor. I don't know. As long as they work. I would like for everything to be made in the US. You know, everything that I consistently use, but I just feel like it would be less expensive, you know, no shipping to the country. But yeah.
Bo Park says hi.
Hi, Bo. How you doing? Just working on some ruffles here.
She must be having a problem. She says, let me come back with other account.
Oh, the Coloring Park one.
And she says she's well, thank you.
Good. I'm glad to hear you're well. Oh my gosh, I got quiet. I must be concentrating. Whoops, missed a line. There we go. What are you doing here? So are we having any events in November? Does anybody know? I don't think we are. I didn't hear about any color-a-thons or anything. I know there's color-alongs, but I didn't hear anything about a color-a-thon. The next one that I heard of was the Christmas one in December that Nick and Tina are doing, but I don't know. I don't even know if they're going to do that now. I don't know.
Leslie says you're remembering all those ruffles from your childhood.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? My childhood ruffles. It was quite uncomfortable. I do remember that. Thank God I don't have to wear those anymore. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Shark, land shark. It's my cat. That's our cat. I call her the land shark because she wanders around kind of all around the house. And I know why she does it. It's a cat thing, but still, it kind of reminds you of a land shark. Okay. That's going to be darker. So this is brighter. Let me see here. That's totally different.
Allegedly, read your heart is coming.
Yes, yes. It made you itch. You know, growing up here in Arizona, in around the Phoenix area, there was this little place, and I'm sorry, the whole itchy buns thing brought this to my mind. I know it's really random, but forgive me on that. Anyway, there used to be this place here around Phoenix called Rawhide. I'm sorry, it was Pioneer City. It was called Pioneer City, and it was like a reenactment place for pioneers, for the pioneer times, and they had, like, you know, an old schoolhouse and an old mercantile, and they had all kinds of stuff, you know, from pioneer days, from covered wagon days. And one of the things that they did was they give you tours. And my sister, my oldest sister, used to work there, and she learned to make donuts there, which was really cool. That's beside the point, though. So we went there one time, and they were given tours, and so we took the tour, and when they got to the schoolhouse, and this stuck in my mind because I was like, oh my God, how uncomfortable could that be? One of the things that they used to do to punish children when they were bad was in schools, they would have them sit in a box, in this little box with beans in it, like, you know, dry beans. And if you think about it, that would be really uncomfortable because every time you shifted, those little dry beans would pinch your bottom. I think they made them pull their pants down and sit in this thing. I don't know. They didn't say about the pants being pulled down. However, ew. And I'm thinking, you know, it would probably itch too. That's just something that I thought of when I was a little kid. Hey, Mark, can you come here a minute? I need to run to the restroom. Can you spell me for a sec?
Oh, you mean I get to bore the people?
You're not gonna bore them.
I don't know. I might.
Nah, don't worry about it. Well,
so nothing much going on my side of things. Like I was telling Pat, I'm kind of in between projects right now. Tell a joke. Yeah, the problem with that is most of my jokes are not PG. I'm sorry, I'm retired military. It's, you know. Call her something? Are you kidding? If I touched any of this, she would break my fingers. And I happen to like all of my body parts. So I'm just going to kind of, not do that. No, I would never even think of uh, messing with her stuff. She enjoys this way too much, and she's way too good at it. I would feel just really, really bad if I screwed something up. Hide your pencils. No, again, see, we're back to that whole, I like my body parts. Do I get tempted? Yeah, honestly, yeah, I do. Um, I know that I'm not as good at it as any of you. So for me to just kind of pick up one of these things in color, it would be very um, it would probably be very two-dimensional. I'm not really good with the whole shading thing, and I don't understand the whole light versus shadow. So I would probably have a really hard time with that. So where she's using like 5 or 6 pencils to color the blue, I would use one. You know. Oh my, Pat, that's a full complement of military in your family. Hey, there we go. Now there's a thought, Deb. Do a mandala? Oh no. No, those
I'm trying to get you color.
yeah, they are. They are.
Good for them.
No, I
Thanks,
look at
guys.
those. I look at those mandalas, and they're way too busy for me. Like this one that's working on now, I would be okay with at least trying. Well, most of it. There's some of it that I just look at and I'm lost. And Laura's a Navy baby. Yay! Brush pens.
Brush pens are fun. You seem to be having a good time over there.
We're just chatting away, And Rochelle's whole family is military. Yay!
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Mrs. C is an Army brat. Oh, Laura, you're welcome. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Veterans Day just passed, and it always amazes me that so many people, on that one day at least, will come out and say, "Oh, thank you to the vets" and all that. The thing that I'm always amazed at, nobody ever thanks the families. And I'm sorry, but the families, they put up with just as much as the military members do. Hey, okay, granted, yeah, we do the whole combat thing. Push that aside. The spouses and the children, they got to put up with dad being away or mom being away for months at a time and wondering, are they going to come back through the door? And not to mention all the late night stuff that goes on just when they're at their normal bases. So I think that the veteran families should be just as recognized. So for me, it's a big thank you to the families. And I agree, Deb. Yeah, it's a we thing. It's not a me thing. So I agree wholeheartedly with that. Yes, and daughters. Yes, sons and daughters, husbands, wives. And I get that, Rochelle. I totally understand that. Yep. All the packing, right? And how many of those times were like moments notices? That's the one that really gets you.
How many times did you cook a Cornish hen and have to go?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a whole story to that. One day we'll have to tell you that story, but just know this. For the longest time, Cornish game hens were not allowed in my house. Are you all set?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I now return you to your normal coloring person. Enjoy. I'll be over here in the corner.
He's not going to be in the corner. Don't worry. He's not grounded today.
Yeah, well, not yet.
There's still some hours left in the day. He might be grounded yet. You never know. Well, thank you, Mark, for entertaining for just a few.
I tried.
You did well.
That says hi.
Hi. Uh-oh. Oh, let's see. I got a new notification. Get rid of that thing there. There we go. A year? Oh my God. Man, that's a long time. Oh, well, a month is a long time. I'm going over the whole thing with this lighter purple. It's lilac. PC, and it's written in gold, so this is going to be a challenge. PC 956, I believe. But I'm just making a really light pass over all of this with the lilac because I don't want it to look too pink. I want it to kind of match that background thing, which is a very good idea. I think I mentioned. Oops, missed a spot. Missed a line. There we go. He's over there chuckling. He's sitting on the couch chuckling, and I'm pretty sure it's chat, but pick up a pencil and color something. Yeah, I know. He says someday.
Never know.
Oh, Lulu, you're sweet too. You guys are awesome. Gosh. My goodness. Oh, and you know what? Just for the record, you guys, if I ever come into a live stream, you know, someone else's live stream, and I don't directly say hi to you, it's not intentional. I'm doing that because I usually have to say hello to like 20 people, and I'm almost always doing something else. And that's why I hesitate sometimes, is because my hands are literally full. I'm the kind of person, I cannot just sit and watch a live stream. I have to do something or it drives me nuts. So my attention is split between the chat and whatever it is that I'm doing. So if you guys are in a chat and somebody says hi to me and I don't say hi back, it's not because I didn't want to say hi. It's because I really honestly did not see you. So just for the record. I noticed that I'll scroll back sometimes and I'll see where people said hello to me and I'm like, ah, crap, they probably think I'm ignoring them or something. Because sometimes it just happens, you know, and I can't stop it. I mean, sometimes chat flies by so fast. You're just like, whew, what happened? Okay, that's about good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this neato, nice dark dioxazine.
Hey, you need to chat for a second. I've got a question about colors that.
Bev. Where? Who has the question?
Mousy Deb.
Deb. Okay, I seem to have given my Michaela Jelena girl jaundice again. Clay rose or green to tone it down or erase. Throw book out. So, oh my gosh, don't throw your book away. So she's too yellow. Do you have a color wheel? If you have something that's yellow, you might want to try going directly across the color wheel to the direct opposite color. and neutralizing it out a little bit. But this is a word of caution. Very light layers. If you thought you were doing light layers before, go lighter. Because if you're going to be correcting a color, it's really difficult to do that. And if you go too heavy, it's just going to look like that second color that you're putting in. So what I'm trying to say is, if your person is too yellow, you might want to try something with like a bluish cast to it. So it might be oh gosh, like 10% warm gray or something like that with a bluish. But test it out first. Test it out on a scrap piece of paper. Put down the colors that you used for the skin to make it look the way you don't like, and then make like a few boxes of that, and then go back through with other colors, like different kinds of blue or gray or whatever the opposite color, like the contrasting color is, and test it. Because if it's in a book and you don't want to totally mess up your book, I would definitely say try that. Test it first on a scrap. Yeah, that's what I do, because that's why I swatch, even though I've already swatched all my pencils. That's why I have another scrap piece. I have a scrap piece like right over there, and I'll just show you. It's a huge thing of scrap paper, and I use it to scrap my oh look, my passport is on there for something that I haven't used yet. Anyway, I just I'll go through and I'll that's what I was doing over there when you guys off camera, when you guys couldn't see me. Like I was going like, okay, that's that purple, and then how does this purple look next to it, and then how does this purple look, and then with this color underneath it or over it, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just like swatching. Even though I know what the color looks like, I may not necessarily know what this color looks like in direct relation to another color. So yeah, a long-winded explanation for something really simple. Sorry. Getting some more water. And if it just so happens that you really hate the result, please don't yell at me. All I can say is maybe a PDF would be the way to go first. And I know that seems like a weird thing to say, because a lot of the time you're going to get a PDF, and if you got a coloring book, why would you want to get a PDF? But if you're going for, if you want to put something in a coloring book and you really value that coloring book, maybe it's got sentimental value, maybe you just value it because you value coloring book. Buy a PDF or try it on a picture that isn't in the book but is similar. So you kind of get a good idea of what's going on, what you can do, what it's going to look like. So yeah, but that's one of the reasons why I love PDFs, is because you can print them up. You can print them up on different paper and see which paper works best for you, with what pencils, and I consider it research, because then I can bring it into live stream, and I can color on it in live stream, and I can say, here's what I'm using and here's why, if anybody needs to know. So yeah, I hope that helped. I'm just using this dioxazine purple really, really lightly over here in this shadowy part, so that the colors that I've already put down are still showing through, like the clay rose that I put on the edge of the ruffles. It's still going to show through. In fact, it is still showing through. Let me show you. I hope you guys can see this. Right here, you can still see, of course, you can still see the black line, but you can also see the clay rose that I put along that black line. And then because I'm going so light with this dioxazine purple, you can still see all of that underneath it. But it's giving it a little bit of a shadow. Now, granted, this is just one of the layers, but it's an important layer because it tells me that if I need to, if I'm not going too dark with this dark purple, I can still come back with my clay rose and emphasize those ruffles some more if I need to. So we're good. It's good. So did anybody go to my to the channel's Facebook page and look at there was a link there for a video to an Edgar Allan Poe journal that someone made? Did anybody go and look at that? I don't know. I'm an Edgar Allan Poe kind of fan, and I love books. So, and I love seeing what people can make, what kind of books people can make. You know, that's why junk journals fascinate me so much, because you can make a junk journal out of junk. Literally, I did it. In fact, I could go get it right now and show you. It's still on the page. You saw Beth working on them? Cool. Cool. Oh, yeah, Lulu. Gel pens are awesome for finishing touches. I love them too. I have my gel pens now, and I'm like, what did I ever do without these before? Because really, they're awesome. It appears that this is over the top of her panties, so I'm going to make like a little dark shadow line right here at the very edge. A very slight shadow line because, like I said, layer. Yeah, Dee Dee did one too. Dee Dee did that. Zelia, I saw that one. Hers is awesome too. I love watching her. She's so fun. Oh my God, I almost won her last drawing when she did it, and it was 46. I picked 47, so I was one over. I was like, oh, because it would have been the first giveaway. I would have won. It'll happen one day. I almost always pick the same number. Law of averages says that I will win one day. I think I'm going to have to go in from the other side here and just make a darker line like this. Because that's much better. It's like, it's not quite as sudden a transition. It's kind of like blurring the edge there, which is kind of what I wanted. Gosh, this is fun. I love this picture. Seems like every time I set aside a day just to do coloring, something interrupts me. Like my health. Last time I tried to set aside a day to color, I was all ready to do it. The night before I went to sleep, and I'm just like, I'm just going to color tomorrow. That's all I'm going to do tomorrow. And it ended up, I was up almost all night with my stuff. And so the next day I was really tired, and I fell asleep for like 2 hours, and it took a huge chunk out of my day. So I was just like, oh man, frustrating. That shadow is going to be a little bit bigger because it's on the dark side of her body. Because as you can see, I've got my little light source marked right there. Yeah. If something else comes up, we should stop saying it, you know? We should just like, it's my secret with myself, and not say it out loud or really think about it too much. I know, it's crazy, huh? There we go. Let's just bring that down just a teeny bit. There we go. And... oh, Belinda! Awesome! Hey there. How are you? Way cool. Way cool.
She's good, thanks.
Good. I'm glad you're okay. Okay. Purple. Purple. Oh yeah, and that means I'm going to make, well, I don't want to make her feather purple because it's right next to the purple background. So I think I'll do the feather in some other color. Yeah, there's a few people in here tonight. It's cool. Okay, those squigglies. Just going in light little circles. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back with my clay rose and I'm going to darken up some of these ruffles. Just like, it's going to be like shadow. It's a great shadow color. And I think I need to sharpen. That's just not pointy enough for me. Ice cream. Bring me some. Love ice cream. Man. I just love food. Food is good. Oops. Broke the teeny tiny tip off again. I gotta quit doing that. Layers. Layers, not pressure right now. A little bit of pressure. But mostly layers. Here we go. Yep. I slept in this morning. I slept until, I'm usually up at 4:30 and I got up at 7:30 this morning. I was like, what the heck? Totally screwed up my schedule for the day. Got so used to getting up super early that I kind of just adjusted. But that's okay. It's no biggie. But I am tired now, boy. I'll sleep well, hopefully. Ruffles. So now we've got some pretty well-defined shadows under the ruffle without really making a lot of shadow, which is kind of like what ruffle looks like. So especially if it's like sheer ruffles, it's not going to look really, it's not going to look really solid. It's going to look kind of ghost-like. So mission accomplished. Kind of like that these aren't real hard black lines too, because it gives you a little bit of freedom to shade. Some of them are really black, but some of them aren't. Some of them are just like, you can color over them and they almost disappear and turn into the rose, clay rose shadow. Almost. Pretty cool. Let's just put a little bit of this clay rose down here on the edge. Kind of shadow that in a bit. Because it would be shadowed, shaded. My tongue worked. I'd have it made today, boy. And I may need to come back in here with a little bit of one of the dark skin tones I was using. Because it doesn't look quite dark enough. I'm so picky. So picky with my own work. That's good. That's okay. It's coming along. It's getting there. Oh, I like the way that looks. So I say, ooh. What's this Belinda's gonna do? Who else is on? I don't know. I think the schedule's updated, Belinda. I'm not sure, but I think it is. I'm out of here in 10 minutes, so yeah, I'm going to be out of here in 10 minutes, roughly. So yeah, if you're going to go on, I'll jump off. Not a problem. Mark is outside taking care of the dog. I would watch you. I'll watch you. I'll be there. Absolutely. Fun. I'll just keep working on this thing. This one here. Our dog, he's a Jack Russell Terrier, right? But he's got this husky bark. So when he's barking, he sounds like he's a big dog. He's out there barking at something right now. There's been something in the alley lately. I think it's an animal. We have javelina around here sometimes. You guys know what a javelina is? Lulu, sparkly hearts. I love those sparkly hearts. Anyway, a javelina is like, it's a wild pig, but it's kind of small and furry. And the babies are so stinking cute. Look it up. Javelina. It starts with a J, like javelina. Awesome, Belinda. I'll be there. I'll be there. Woohoo! We talked her into it. So, anywho's, javelina, because we live in the lowland desert, they're kind of common around here, and they are mean. If you find a javelina with babies, you either stand still or you hoof it out of there as quick as you can, because those things will attack you. They are the most protective mothers. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they are freaking mean. And I think that might be what's hanging out in our alley, because it's got all the dogs out there in an uproar right now. And dogs don't like javelinas. Yeah, javelina. Yep, Mousy Deb. Yep, she will. They're mean when they have babies. They are super, super protective. And what was scary, one time I went on a camp out. This is when I lived in Shello before I met Mark. And I already had Jack, and I took him with me, which is cool. And my significant other was hunting. We were hunting. They were actually hunting quail, which I don't know if you guys have ever had quail. Quail tastes really super good. But during the time that they were hunting, we came across a family of javelina, and I'm not kidding you, there was like 20 of them there, and there were like, I don't know, a few adults and a whole bunch of babies. They were so cute. Oh my god, they're tiny. They're just miniatures. It's like, you know, those felted animals that you see, kind of like that. They were adorable. But yeah, but sent him out there? No. This was before I met Mark. So yeah, so I got to see them way too close, because I have a respect for that, for the motherhood animals. And so I was like, oh boy. And my dog, Jack was barking at them. I'm like, of course he's barking at them, but shh, stop it. Anyway, during that camping trip, and this is kind of like a side note, the people that we went with also had a Jack Russell Terrier. His name was Scooter. They did not get along. Jack and Scooter did not get along, so we had to keep them tied but separate. And my significant other went out hunting without me in the morning one morning. I think we were out there for 4 or 5 days, and comes back with a headless rattlesnake. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, I just shot the head off. You can have the rest. So I skinned it. It's dead already. I skinned it. I didn't kill it. Green Blazer, hi. Good to see ya. I can tell when you're on. I can tell in chat without even, like, I could take my glasses off and still tell you were there because your little icon is super bright green. Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to go back in with this. I like this color, this lilac. This is kind of working really well. So I'm going to go and make another layer of this lilac over everything.
Hey, because I had Jack outside, did you already address what time you're?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I was telling Mark that I already told you guys when I'm out of here. And I have toyed with the idea of staying late, but, like, you know, I don't want to just go over just to go over, because I know, you know, I would like to stay on more than my 2 hours sometimes, but other people are streaming too. And I know how I feel, like, if somebody doesn't get out of there in time and then all of a sudden somebody else that I like comes on, I'm all like, oh, what do I do? Oh no. So yeah, that's part of the reason. I don't want you guys to have to stress about it. So yeah. This is looking okay. It's looking okay. Ruffles. Ooh, that reminds me of Ruffles potato chips. Now I've got a Ruffles potato chips craving.
Ruffles have ridges.
Ridges.
Sorry, didn't use this up.
You shouldn't. You should say whatever you want to say. Well, within reason.
No.
Within reason. Don't just settle down there. You. That doesn't look too bad. What do you guys think? Do her panties look okay? And her skirt, I think I need to darken up her skirt over here. This doesn't look right. It's too light.
It was a good color choice for that.
Who was it that picked this choice? The color, the purple for her panties.
Oh.
Was it Rochelle? Ah, Mousy.
Yeah,
Darker. Yeah, darker, definitely. Darker panties, are you saying, Mousy? Go darker, because I totally could. Oh, thank you, Green Blazer. Oh, I know, Pat, for sure. Hey, Michelle. Good to see you. Lulu, don't worry. I definitely enjoy. I don't generally rush because then I start making mistakes, but I definitely enjoy. I love coloring. I love art. It's just, and I love teaching. So I'm in the right place, I think.
Do the rest first, then decide.
For sure. Yep, Kenny, that's kind of sort of how I operate. Just kind of roll with it. So
Leslie's gotta go.
Okay, Leslie. Oh wow. Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for panties are fine. Woohoo! Thank you for being here. You take care. Okay, now I am going to sign off because it's almost 2 hours. I want to thank you guys all for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Again, I would like to say that if anybody needs to talk about anything sensitive, I know you guys all don't know me very well. Maybe you do. I don't know. If you're on my streams long enough, you kind of know me, so that's good. But y'all ever, want to talk or anything, I may not be able to get back to you like in the middle of the night here, if it's in the middle of the night here, but I'm willing to talk to you guys. And there have been people there for me who have talked to me too, and you know who you are. I appreciate that, and I just want to pass it along. It's something that I feel strongly about. People need people to talk to who really care. And even if I don't know you, you're another human being, and I care. I do. Sometimes I don't feel good, and sometimes it's hard for me to talk, but I mean to chat because I don't feel good, but I will do my best. I honestly will. So you guys, you take care. Peace, love, and remember, it's not about the destination. It's about this journey. Let's make it a good one, a happy one, a positive one, okay? Hold each other up. We need each other. Thank you guys for being here. Hi, Shannon. I didn't see you. Darn it. Arg. Oh, thank you, Belinda. Thank you. And I'll be seeing you in just a few. And if you don't see my thanks, I always thank you for streaming. I love your streams. They're awesome. And I'm going to try to get to more streams more times and watch more stuff. Hey, Mrs. Coffee. Bye, you guys. You guys take care. You're all awesome. Every single one of you. I'll see you soon. Sunday. Just kidding. See you soon. Bye-bye.